This is Michelle. Hope you're in the middle of something good when you're opening this up. Um, I'm going to go over this is week 4, and we are going to Sacred Heart tonight. So I'm going to go over what you'll do afterwards and then give you kind of a preview of the weeks leading up to your fall break so that you can sort of see down the road a little bit, hoping that will be helpful for you. And I, of course, will go over this in class when I see you, but then this week and next week and the next week we have visitors or we're visiting. So I just want to make sure I'm communicating clearly in as many ways as I can. So this is week 4. So we're halfway to the halfway point, which is always good to acknowledge. Hard to believe. So you have your closeout form tonight, and I actually also have you doing a journal guide based on the Sacred Heart presentation. So if those start to overlap a little, it's okay if you feel like, oh my gosh, I wrote the closeout form, I wrote my takeaways. Now I'm having to do it in the guide journal. But in the guide journal, I'm hoping you'll see that it's organized according to chapter 3 from Teaching to Thinking, so that you're not just giving me feedback, you're actually finding things in the presentation tonight or in the Prezi. Or if you don't find anything at all from Sacred Heart, then go ahead and enter some other school system that you have seen those things in and how you've observed them. Then you have this woke kindergarten assignment right here. You'll notice there's a video with the PowerPoint, and then you'll do some reflections in it. So that's pretty much it for week 4. Okay, so I'm going to go back now to content schedule. Whoops, sorry about that. And in week 5, you'll see we have our visitors. We will still have in-class time, but it will be significantly reduced, of course. Please plan to come at 5 so we have a little time before. I've invited everybody to come at 5:30. And you'll notice down here, interview summary paper preview, so you can kind of see what you'll be doing for that paper. And it's not due till October 2nd, of course, because we have 2 weeks of guests coming that you'll interview. And I'll gather your interview question submissions from class and from your survey submissions. So all I can say is that in addition to those voices, I have a voices in the field file here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of program styles that are more formalized ways to look at children's discipline, what we more traditionally think of in terms of programming of guidance strategies. So please read over those sites, and then you'll have a survey here to choose one that you want to focus on, and then I'll assign the groups based on, for the presentations of this, based on which ones you submit interest in. And here's where you should put your notes about each of the programs. So I hope that's helpful for week 5. I did include your observation site survey to see where you're thinking of going. And some of you said you'd never seen a forest school. So I put this little bit of information about Swallowtail in. If you've never been to a forest school, I would take one of your guidance observations hours and go there so you can see one. They're pretty amazing. And even if you don't do your guidance plan observations there for the rest of the time, it's probably worth seeing one, but that's up to you. All right, so you have, we're going to be interviewing. You can see what the paper's going to be. Your next big assignment is this evaluation of program assignment, which you'll do as a presentation in class, and it's due at the end of October, but we're going to start thinking about it now by looking at these programs that you would choose from. You're going to write your notes about the programs, and then in the survey, choose one of them you would like to do with a group for a presentation. All right, so that is week 5. Then we're going to go on to week 6. We have another set of interviews, and you'll notice that all you have to do this week is turn in your interview summary paper and read for discussion in class on the 3rd of October. So when we get to class the week of October 3rd, it will be the week before fall break. And by then, you'll know what your evaluation of program presentation group is, and you can start thinking about that for the end of October. So I hope this helps kind of for now to know what's coming the next few weeks, and that you will have a true fall break. In week 7, we will do things in class, but you will not have out-of-class work that week.